Hi, and welcome again to Recovery with Ike. This is the final addition to the Recovering from Sugary Addictions. I want to start by saying thank you to everybody for all your feedback, for all of the personal messages that I've got from people saying that they've got a lot from the videos and from what I'm actually talking about. For all the people that have commented and shared the videos as well, I just want to say thank you for all of that. You know, it really has spurred me on, and I'm glad. It's actually overwhelming to see the positive responses that I'm actually getting from this. Look, people, this really is just about recovery, and this is my way of, giving something back to the world, making the world a little bit of a better place in whichever way I can. So look, for the last few days, I've been talking about sugar addictions, and, we're going into the recovery process. Today, I want to cover topics of how to actually fix a sugary addiction. Yeah. There are steps and processes which are sort of more spiritual, but there is the more pragmatic stuff that we need to address. So the first of which is eat regularly. 3 meals a day, yeah, with a couple of snacks, or 5 small meals a day. For many people, and for me, what that does is it regulates my blood sugar levels, which means that I don't crave sugars as much. Yeah, by making sure that I'm eating regularly, it actually keeps me in balance and actually regulates the blood sugar. Choose whole foods. So that's foods that are as close as they possibly can be in their original form. Yeah. So vegetables, yeah, things that are in their natural form. What that means is, and what that does is, you're eating foods that are less processed. Yeah, what that means, your body knows what to do with it. Your metabolism, your body can metabolize those foods. It can actually break them down because they haven't been processed. They are in their natural form. Remember, your body is a natural organism, and it knows what to do with things that are natural. For me, the start of the day is probably the most important. I've spoke about my routine, and for my breakfast, I like to have a smoothie. If you're eating breakfast full up with starch and carbs, yeah, these sugary cereals, in my opinion, that's setting off my day in the wrong direction. Yeah, all that does is I'll get a sugar rush in the morning, and I will then crave more sugars later. So, a smoothie in the morning, some milk, banana. Sometimes I even have a vegetable smoothie in the morning. I love those, yeah. Sometimes I might even put a little bit of protein in there as well if I'm working out and I want to make sure I keep my muscles building up. A lot of the sugars that we're eating are in some of the carbohydrates that we have, such as, flour and stuff like that. So I try to make sure that I incorporate protein and fat in each of my meals. You have to be careful with this. Try and make sure that they are the healthy sources of protein and fat. So I like to eat oily fish and things like that. Yeah, that gives me my omega-3s. It gives me the protein that I need as well. If you're gonna have chicken, maybe breast of chicken. Sometimes I even eat red meat as well. So maybe a lean steak or something like that. But try and incorporate protein in every meal. This should help regulate your blood sugar levels and should actually offset the craving for sugars. I'm a spice lover, and adding spices to my food is absolutely standard. So spices like cinnamon, cardamom, nutmeg, cloves, things like that. Add that to your meals when you're cooking. That will give a certain sweetness to your food, but it's a natural sweetness that your body knows what to do with. Yeah, your body can metabolize those spices, and they've got a natural sweetness, which ultimately again reduces the sugar cravings, which should allow you to control your blood sugar levels and obviously offset any sort of addictive behaviors in regards to cravings or sugars. Good quality vitamins. Yeah, I like to take omega-3 capsules. Give me the good sort of fish oils that I actually need. Vitamin D3 is actually quite good. However, when you're supplementing, you need to be very careful that you're taking good quality vitamins, because what happens is, if you've got a nutrient deficiency, what that will do is that will increase your cravings. So it's just making sure you keep that balance. But again, you need to be very cautious when you are taking these vitamins. For me personally, it really is about listening to your body, and maybe doing some research on the quality of the vitamins before you start taking those supplements. Get some sleep. I'm the first one to know about what sleep deprivation can do. You know, many a times I'm up late working on a project or something that me and the guys are actually working on. And, you know, as much as it's important to, I love being driven and motivated and getting work done, it's really important that you get your full night's sleep. Yeah. I generally can function on less than 8 hours, but you know, it is recommended that you get 8 hours sleep, and make sure you do get your full night of sleep. Yeah. Try and get unbroken sleep as well. I like to drink chamomile tea before I go to bed because it does help me and induces some sleep. Yeah. It's important that you get your sleep, because often when you are sort of overworking yourself, when I am overworking myself, I can only speak for myself, I would intake sugars to keep me going. And it's important that I understand where that cutoff point is and where it's time to make sure I get some rest. Do a detox. I've spoken before about when I've done my detoxes in Thailand. In my experience, when I've done a detox, it resets my appetite, cleans out my body, yeah, resets my blood sugar levels, and there's a multitude of benefits. Yeah, I would strongly suggest doing some form of detox. If you're fortunate enough, come along to the retreat that we do in Thailand. It is the most beautiful experience. So much spiritual enlightenment, so many moments of clarity. It really does connect me to my wisdom. But if you can't and you're not in that position, maybe just do a detox at home. There's a load of detox programs available. Just Google one. Or if you want to know some of the ones that I've done or I'm looking at embarking on, please, you know, message me, get in touch, leave a comment. Hawks will be starting the Superman fast as of tomorrow. So if it is something you're interested in doing, that is going to be a tremendous detox. Explore the emotional side of why you might be consuming sugars. For me, this meant a lot because I found that, you know, I was using sugar to compensate for certain mood swings, to invoke certain sort of moods within myself. And sometimes it may be that there's some sort of emotional goings on or wranglings why you're actually craving sugars and why you're finding yourself succumbing to the sugar addiction. Keep sugary snacks out of the house. Yeah, out away from your desk. Yeah. It sounds simple and it sounds obvious, but a lot of the time that can be the downfall. Yeah. Remove it from your house, remove it out of sight. The thing is that often the saying is out of sight, out of mind. And if there comes a time when you're maybe feeling a craving coming on, if it's not nearby, you can't get your hands on it. Don't substitute artificial sweeteners for sugars. Yeah, a lot of these artificial sweeteners out there are extremely toxic and dangerous for you. They're not natural. Your body does not know what to do with them. Yeah, aspartame is one. Yeah, it's commonly found in a lot of the things that we consume, and this is extremely destroying to the human body. They will advertise it as sugar-free and all the rest of it. Be very, very cautious and aware. Always read the label. Whenever I feel a sugar craving coming along, I've got a number of different methods of actually dealing with it. First of which is take a breathing break. Yeah, I spoke earlier about meditation. For me, a very short meditation, it might only be 30 seconds, but take a nice pause from whatever you're doing. I close my eyes, take a deep breath and focus on my breathing. Yeah, that literally just distracts me from anything that's actually going on. It's a common thing people say. If you're in a situation, take a deep breath. Yeah, it's the same thing if you feel a sugar craving coming on, people. Take a deep breath. It works wonders for me. Look, if you are in a position where you can, get up and go for a walk. Distract yourself. Yeah, take yourself out of that situation. Go for a quick walk, couple of minutes, just to take your mind away from where it was. It's about breaking cycles, breaking negative cycles. And by all means, look, if you need to give in to that craving and nothing's working for you, have a piece of fruit. Look, I'm not here to say sugar is bad. Yeah, I'm here to talk about my addiction to sugar and what I've done to overcome it. And you know, you do need sugar in your diet, so find a natural way of getting those sugars. So fruits, yeah, are good for you. Yeah, and they are natural. They contain natural sugars that your body knows how to metabolize and break down. So look, that's my weekly wrap up talking about sugar addiction. I hope somebody out there has got something from this, and I hope that you found this quite useful. I've loved the feedback and I've loved all the messages that I've received from people. So, you know, I'm quite content and happy with what's going on. As I mentioned before, next week I'm going to be talking about alcohol. And again, it's coming from my perspective. I invite your comments and questions around that. And I'm going to have a couple of guests on to, you know, keep the conversation interactive. So just to hear it from other perspectives. In the meantime, guys, please subscribe to the Child of God channel. And look, if you haven't already, we are still raising money for masks for Africa. Brother Hawks, he fasted for 40 days, no food for 40 days to raise money for masks. Please visit the Just Giving page, donate what you can. If you can't, that's fine. Please share on social media. You know, let's get the word out there. This is the Child of God movement that I'm so proud to be a part of, and I really want to be in a position to give back to my world. This is how I'm aiming to do it, and there's more to come. So please stay tuned and look out for what we've got coming next. God bless you all, and thank you.